Welcome, 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 guys. Welcome. This is a late start, guys, but nevertheless, we're here. Nevertheless, we're here, guys. So we have a late start tonight on the live. So, guys, don't forget to tune back in tomorrow. We'll be back on the live working on this Q50. We had a lot of stuff to do today, so we're getting to the Q50 to sand this putty down so we can get this area prep and get ready to prime it, guys. And we have the bumper. So stay tuned, guys. Stay locked in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We just starting our live. We're kind of late. We're running late, guys, for Saturday live. But nevertheless, we're still here. So we're going to start the process, guys, of sanding this putty right here with some 80, guys. We want to get this process streamlined so that tomorrow we can push it a little bit further out. You know what I mean? Let's get some of this tools out of the way. Turn on a little heat. Yes, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just gonna put some little heat on though, guys. Guys, I had to put the heat on, a little chilly over here, so we can start the process of sanding. Guys, don't forget to tune back in tomorrow. We'll be here live. Continue the process right here, guys, with this Q50. We'll use some 80 grit so we can level this up. Guys, so this is some 80 grit sandpaper that we're using. This is some putty on here, guys. You know, this putty that we put on here, we put it over the body filler. This would stop a lot of the pinholes and stuff That sometimes you're doing body work, you get pinholes in your body filler, so you come over with a little glaze, metal glaze. You put that over your body filler. That help take out some of the pinholes and the scratches and stuff like that. Then you hit it with an 80. So we can bring it down. Last week, guys, we were here, but we had a small little block, so we had to bring the longer block so we could cover a wider area, so we can pick up a nice level on the door, guys. Because you don't want to, when you paint the car, that you see a lot of waves on the door. So the longer the block, the better. Give you a nice flat level. Guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. So, cause we'll be live here tomorrow, working on this Q50. So you don't want to miss out. And guys, when you rub it with a longer block, you can start to see apart all the lower spots. So you know that, like for instance, like you see here, let me bring the camera a little closer. Johnson, no bondo. Yeah, we had to use a little bit of bondo. It's this car is a Infinity. Vinny, how you doing? Where you guys checking in from? Audit Yam, how's everything going? Dentless touch. No, we can't use the dentless touch. We do some and the way you can't use dentless repair on certain hits on the body. You know what I mean? All depends. If you got smaller, like a lot of hail damage and stuff like that, you might be able to use the dentless repair. But when you got the door or the fender that's damaged, dentless can't fix that. You got to get the body man with some bondo. So that's where erebuilds come in now to show you how you can use your bondo to get a nice level, guys. So you will get close to the up in here by close to the fender, so you can still continue using the block, or you get like a smaller block and you bring it in closer. Guys, already notice I'm rubbing it out close to the fender, right? That way your fender and the door will be level. So yeah, so guys, what I'm doing, I'm making sure to bring it in close to the fender. I level up the body, the putty, level with the fender. Always make sure you feel your body. So, see if you got any low spots and high spots. So guys, you see I'm using a small little block to run it along close to the fender. To make sure that I got a nice level going on, guys. Now we gotta clear the excess. So we use a little piece of 80. Because sometimes when you're doing body work, you'll find that some of the putty or the body filler will hang up on the back of the door or in the fender. And when you paint, you didn't see it look awful, you know what I mean? So you gotta catch that while you're sanding. Like you see, I have a little bit on here. So you got a nice smooth finish. So it's now we continue blocking out this area. And you want to keep your block level. And guys, have you noticed the shape of this door? How it comes down? So now they have blocks that you can use to shape this door. You have same block like this, and it have a on this side it have an oval. It's oval that you can use, so you can go over the shape of the door. Anthony, how you doing? How much does that work? You mean as far as dollar amount? Guys, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, guys. If you haven't subscribed as yet to erebuilds, please go ahead. Show erebuilds some love. While we show you the process on this Q50. Guys, this Q50 come a long way, guys. We did engine work on this. We did the motor. Now we're doing the body. I like to use my left hand when I'm checking for my level. So I will come on this side. Always check, keep your hands flat. Make sure you keep your hands flat like this. And you pass it over flat against the metal on the bundle. That way you can see, you can feel it. If it have any high spots, let me put the camera a little close. So guys, what you need to do, when I check for the level of the body, when you're blocking, I like to use, well, I'm right-handed, but I like to use my left hand to check. So I run my hand flat on it. So if you have any high and low spots, when you run your hand level like this, you will feel it. And you just run your hand slow over it, and you can feel it. You'll feel your hand dip, or you'll feel your hand. You will definitely feel the high spot, guys. So like over here, I feel like a small little dip. So I would take the small block and rub that out. Guys, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, guys. If you haven't subscribed as yet, guys, please show erebuilds some love and subscribe so every time that we go live. And guys, we're gonna start to do some long form content with the building of the cars. So guys, I still want you guys to tune in. And we'll be starting to do some landscape on the live, guys. So you get a wider shot of what I'm doing instead of in the portrait mode, guys. So you see you got that line of putty. It's faded, but you still want to rub it out. Because if you prime over it, when you paint it, you'll see that line right there. So you rub that out. So you see how we fuse that in with the paint. Now we'll use 180 now, guys. So as you see, I'm going the other direction. I can still feel some high spots on here, guys. So in a case like that, I like to go in a circular motion keep my block flat and do it in a circular motion like this, guys. You know, everyone works different. That's all I like to bring it in, guys. So now you see, when I do like this now, it's gone. So all right. So guys, we have now over here, you see these are 80 scratches. So you need to get this feather edge. So we use a 180. Air hose. So you can use, if you have air, you can use air or you can use electric sander. You have you might not have a compressor in your garage. Steve the body man, how you doing? Well, we don't want to Yes, I have to steep the body, man. Yes, the thing about this is that you don't want to stop with 80 right here, because yes, they have high build primer that you can use, but what I find that to cover those 80 scratches, you got to put a lot of primer on here. So guys, if you don't have a DA, a palm sander, you could still use electric. You know, these for guys that, you know, who's starting in the automotive field and want to know a lot about their body work and stuff like that. You could still use electric if you don't have a compressor where you at. So they still got electric sanders that you can use. So guys, this is a 180 grit sandpaper. So guys, and always make sure you wear a dust mask. So we use this 180 to bring it out here. That's why sometimes, you know, let's say for instance you got a customer, you might have a dent right here, and you tell the customer you want to you charge the customer for just the door and the fender. In my opinion, that's not a good idea. I would charge them. I would extend it to the rear door, because if you notice where the bodywork stop right here. Now I got to take it out here to get these scratches out. So I got to prime over here. And for you to come back and pitch up a blend, so you could send your paint out, you can almost get right here ready to the end of the door. So that's why it's always good to make sure you include the rear door as if you're looking at the body spot, you know that you're gonna come wide, always include your rear door. So guys, all right, so you see I'll bring this out here with 180. So I want to break it down nice and level like that. So I get all my scratches out here. I gotta detrim these guys. All right, so guys, so it's as we got it all for the edge now. So I would take the 180 with a small block now and bring this down, guys. Steve the body man, yes. I'm gonna do yes, you're right. I can use 120 or I can use 220, right? I can use the 220 sandpaper and then 180 and then 220, sorry, or 320. I can use the, Yon, how you doing? You want to see a white body on the Q50? Are you were thinking about putting a white body on the Q50? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. So you see, we have 320 here, so you can use the 180, and you can use the 320 if you want. So that would take a lot of scratches out. But normally I would use the 180 prime, and then I could come back now and block the primer with 320 and take it on down like that. You know what I mean? So is a preference, but just showing you the process of how I do it. You know what I mean? So we want to take those 80 scratches. And not like you're going to get all of them out, but at least you want to take the majority of the 80 scratches out. Because you just running the 180 over the surface. You don't want to cut too deep into the level putty. So you just run it on the surface just to hit the scratches. And notice what I'm doing. I'm not coming all the way back out here. I'm staying right in this area right here. I don't, guys. Are you familiar, guys? I don't know what part. You guys, are you guys familiar with the high build primer? Steve, the body man. Are you familiar with the high build primer? So now we can move to the 320 if we want, because we already got it done with the 180. But you don't have to necessarily use the 320 now. You can use the 320 when you prime. Put some heavy high build primer on this, and then come back and block with your 320 and get ready to paint. After you block with 320 with the primer, So you see I come a little wider now because I have the 320, so the 320 scratches is not going to really affect the primer. So guys, I'm going to start to use, that way you guys can get a wider shot of what I'm doing. Because I know a lot of you guys use your cell phone and stuff, but I want to give you guys a wider shot of how I'm working on the cars and stuff like that. So I start to use the got some dust. So guys, we're not gonna. I'll just detrim this now because you know somebody should just tape it up for primer and then detrim this here tomorrow so I can get it primed. But we still have the bumper, so I'll bring the bumper. Yeah, but I still most production shop now, body shop now, they use that high build, the high build primer is better because you can cover a lot, you know what I mean? Get rid of a lot of scratches and stuff like that, you know what I mean? If you're doing like custom work, no, you'll spend a lot more time, but the high build primer helps a lot when you're doing production. Steve, the body man. All right. So we have the bumper that we're gonna bring into camera lens. So we got a little putty on here, so we can sand this out. So with this, we can cut it with some 80 right here. No, that's right on there's just a smaller glaze on top of some smaller spot that we had here, Steve. So over here, as you see, we had a lot of scratches on the bottom of here, but we didn't use no Bondo, no putty on here. We just sand that right out of the plastic, rubber, you know what I mean? So this is just a small little spot. So we didn't use no we just use regular putty. We didn't use bumper glaze. Are you guys so guys, we got some framework coming we can introduce as soon as we get this car finished. We can start to do some framework on the live, guys. Pulling, dismantling the fenders and show you guys how to, you know, how you can pull a cowl in, how you can do this, how you can do that. You know, get right into the full body, scale body work, you know what I mean? We do it on the heavy side, but we'll start small just to show you guys, like, you know, guys that doing the DIY at home, doing it in the garage and stuff like that. Want to know how to do a little pull here. You know, sometimes you might get a little fender bender. You know, you might not, in your area, you might not get nobody that ready to, or got your car for a long time and you want back your car. So I'll show you like how you can do little repairs to your car and get your car back on the road, guys. Steve, the bottom man, where you checking in from? You want to rub with a hand. Pennsylvania in the house, Steve the body man. As far as when you say for the 8115, Steve, what do you mean? When you said you mean to repair the plastic, you're talking about? Doty, how you doing? Where you checking in from? Guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, guys. Give the video a thumbs up, guys. We got Steve the body man in the house from PA, Pennsylvania. So Steve, you do framework too? Or you just do light body? Guys, this is some 80 grit that I'm using. So we're just gonna take it. And then we'll come back with some 180, like we did the door. Guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, so we'll be live tomorrow. Detrimming this Q50 and getting ready to send it to the paint shop. All right, so we use some 180 on that now, guys. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time too. All right, guys. So pretty much done with the bumper. This is just getting ready to prime. So we'll tip that door up. Eden, how you doing? Raja, how you doing? Where you checking in from? How you guys doing? Where you checking in from, Raja? Morocco. Shout out Raja. Casablanca. So guys, you see we got we don't have the rubber wheel, so now we use a razor blade and take some of this glue off of the rubber wheel will be the ideal thing. We don't have a rubber wheel, so we use because we got to paint the fender anyway. But if you don't have to paint the fender, you can't use a razor blade because as you can see, you will damage the paint. You will have to use some reducer or I call it prep saw to soften the glue up and then wipe it with a rag, and that would take that glue off of the emblem off of it. But because we're painting that fender, it's not a problem if that is scratched because no, we're gonna hit it with the machine, with the DA. All right, we're gonna back the camera so you can get a wide view of what I'm doing. Raja CV. Guys, we're just taking this bumper retainer off. So you see, guys, we can't do no priming because we have our we have our Nissan right there. You don't want to get no oversprays on that Nissan right there. No, that's not a lot of bundle. It just look like that. They've been they're just a wide area, as you can see. You know, it had some a lot of small dents in there. And see what happened is like the way this it seems like with this door, it looked like something just rubbed against the door right here. So you don't really need to change your panel for that. You know what I mean? So guys, we're gonna do some taping. That way, the next step would be to prime this. So guys, as you see, I just have it right on the body line. So I would just prime from here, pretty much down. So guys, you could pretty much, everyone have a different style, you know, of how they would tape. Like me now, I would just use it like kind of back tape a little bit and just throw the paper over, because if you're just priming. So guys, you know they got some aerosol cans too. You could use the aerosol can primer, like a high build primer in the aerosol can, guys. So even if you're in your garage and your house and stuff like that, guys, they got some aerosol can primer, high build primer, and the spray can, like you go to AutoZone or you get it from your automotive store. And that could, because you already have this here so smooth, you can use the aerosol can now and prime that, and you can still get a nice finish, guys. You don't have a commercial body shop or anything like that, guys. You can do it right in your garage in your house. It's not like you're doing any painting, you know, where it requires spray boot or anything like that with EPA. Jada. Is it not Sunday? No, it's Saturday. Saturday. This is Saturday night body work. Yeah, well, all you gotta do is just That's why I'm here, showing you that you can do all this stuff right in your garage or your backyard. You know what I mean? Wherever you at. That's why I do these videos. That's why I do these videos, guys. You know, I won't feel like I don't even want to go to sleep, guys. I just love cars. I just love cars, love working on cars, sharing my experience, my knowledge. You know what I mean? With in the car business, I don't like to go to sleep, man. It's just I have to, because when the body is tired. But you know, I just love working on cars. And by the way, I'm not Jamaican. So guys, because of the body work start right on this body line right here, I'm gonna just flip the tape backward like this. And the reason why I'm doing the tape like this, guys, so that I don't get a hard line on the. See, if I tape it like this and you prime it, you get like a hard line. So if I roll the tape like this and just stay on the edge, just a slight overspray will go on the bottom, and then you can rub that in. But if you tape it like this, like for instance, if you come and you're taping it solid like this, and then prime into this right here, that's what we call like a hard line. So the primer now will come and build up right on this line right here. So when you take this tape off, you got a solid line there. Now you got to sand it out. Then what's going to happen is going to disturb this paint, and then when you sand that line out, then you will get an uneven spot right here. So now you got to come back and prime it again. So you got to step out wider, so you can block it out level, guys. So that's why you kind of roll the tape like a back tape, like. And when you're priming, you kind of stay away. You don't prime up like this. You just prime down like that, so you don't make a solid line over here either. Guys, we're not going to prime this. Even though with the air saw cam, we're not going to prime it now because we have a car inside of the shop right here, so we don't need no oversprays to get on there. Steve 909, Virgin Islands. No, I'm not from the Virgin Islands. I'm from the Caribbean Islands. I'm from a Caribbean island called Barbados. All right, guys. So you see, we have a. Now we're gonna prime this. We're gonna prime this. So what you want to do, as you can see, guys, we have the paint here is not sanded. We already sand here. Instead of putting tape through here to block this on sanded area, we use a scuff pad. You know, it's not too rough, and you can use this scuff pad, like, you know, you can pretty much use this and still paint over the scuff pad. So you see, we got two different types of scuff pads. So this one right here, the gray one, you could kind of rough the surface up so that when you prime, that your primer, you're not going to concentrate with your primer on this area. You will prime this area, but you still don't want to not sand this because the primer going to stick to it. And then if you, let's say you get some heavy primer on here, you don't sand it off, there's a possibility that later on, that because the area is not sanded, the primer could come off, and you'll start to see the paint start to come up. So what you do, you want to just scuff the area so that the excess primer would hold. And you're not bringing your primer, as I said, you're not bringing your primer all the way up here. You're concentrating on your body areas. Your body areas. So if you got the oversprays going over here, you already scuff it already, so it's not a problem, because then you could always sand all that out. Guys, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Tomorrow we'll be back here. We'll be back here, guys, live, where we show you how we detrim this door, you know, and get this get this car ready to send to the paint shop, guys. So we can't do any priming now, guys. So if you have any questions, we can talk. Yes, it's an Infinity. What type of Infinity you have? That red car is this is a Nissan 370. That's a 370, guys. Let me bring the camera a little closer so we can talk about. That's a 370, guys. So we can't do no, cause it's kind of dark. But we don't want to do any priming now. We just show you how we prepare the surface and get ready for the primer. You can use an aerosol can. They sell like high build primer in the aerosol can that you can, the bodywork is already smooth. You get all the scratches out and stuff like that. Then you can use your aerosol can, and you could do it right in your garage. You know what I mean? Perfectly legal, Yeah, but this is we don't even want to use an aerosol can or the primer right now because we have this in here, and we don't want to overspray to get over it. You know what I mean? Jesse, how are you doing? Thanks. How are you doing, Jesse? So guys, don't forget, we got to end the live now because it's late. Let me see what time it is. I think it's pretty much, it's like, where am I? 8 o'clock my time, and we can't move that car outside now because, it's kind of dark outside and it's getting late. So we're going to end the live. So guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So tomorrow we'll be back here live. And guys, try to get here so we can start the live at 11 o'clock Georgia time. All right, so you can tune in. So guys, go ahead, hit that subscribe button so that when we come live, prepping this car, getting this car ready, so we can send it to the paint shop, that you don't miss out of beat. So after we get this car out of the way, guys, we'll get something else in here. And my whole goal is to teach you guys how you can work on your own car. How you can remove a light, remove a fender, and detrim if you want to take a mirror off. Car pretty much is yes, all cars is different, but if you really understand the whole concept, they're snapped on with clips, they're on with some 10mm bolts, some screws, so I can walk you through the process, and you too can do work on your own car, guys. So that's why we do these DIY videos. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for staying locked in. I know it's a short live, but I have to say good night for now. And tomorrow we'll be back here at 11 o'clock. Don't miss out, guys. Thanks. Peace. Love you guys. Yeah, Bajan. Yes, I'm a Bajan. Infinity. Yes. All right, thanks. See you tomorrow. Love you guys.